What's up YouTube, it's Louis here, finally back with another quant update. We will be starting on the weekly time frame. Just to remind you guys that we are waiting for an entry point off the 20 weekly EMA. Now I want to bring your attention to another EMA. Again, the reason why we want to buy off this support is because we're above this, meaning that we're in a weekly uptrend. We've confirmed it, getting above the EMAs with a bullish cross, saying that we've essentially kick-started this uptrend. However, we haven't 100% confirmed it because there is that risk that we could fall under these EMAs to continue a very scary downtrend. It's not what I think is going to happen, but I'm just making you guys aware. Everything's a possibility here. But I want to bring your attention to the 12 EMA. We might just get a kiss off this and continue up. So look at this going forward. I want to see the reaction from the 12. Now I'm going to go to the daily time frame, and we actually kissed this 20 EMA very nicely. It looked like the 12 was holding, but then the next day you went down to the 20. So this is why I'm like on the weekly, be careful if you were to buy off the 12. It's much stronger because it's a higher time frame, but yeah, it could be that you hold it and then the next week fall to the 20. Again, I can't give you the specific price points. I can give you them for today, for this week: 141, 128. 121, but these were different prices last week because again these moves with the weeks, because this is the weekly time frame and these are moving averages. It moves, it has an average and it moves depending on the weeks. So with every week this will move, so as the weeks go by the prices will rise. So I can't give you a specific price point because it's not necessarily going to hit this week essentially. But if we're going over to the daily time frame, now getting rid of this 12 EMA, we bounced off this 20 so beautifully. Can you see? So very nice call on the channel. We held this key resistance as support. So technically the daily time frame is saying that Quant wants to go up. Remember, before the end of the week I was saying maybe some sort of ABC correction is going to happen like this to finally actually hit the weekly EMAs as support. However, with what's happened right here, you haven't just yet tried to break it, but it looks like you're actually rounding off. You're trying to create some sort of double bottom here. So it could be that we are eventually going to fall, but we could have a bigger pump first that's going to try and take out this high. So we could have this pump that eventually fails, like a bigger M pattern looming, but inside the M you're forming a W to come up for the second top to potentially make that M. We need to see it as the days go by, but at least in the short term right now it does look like Quant is trying to go up. How would we know if it for certain is going to try to come up to those levels? You just simply wait for a daily close above that wick at around $195. So if I get the fibs now, if I zoom in for you and get the fibs from the bottom to the top over here, if we were to ever close below this wick, which we've just set this low over here, then yeah, we've got a target at around $137. You can see this is lining up nicely with that that's green bull market box of support now, essentially. So even if we were to do this A, B, C like this, you've got targets at 1618 where you could bounce and then continue your uptrend. And on the weekly time frame, it might look like you've got your bullish cross retest right here, which would confirm that you're in a weekly uptrend, signaling that we're going to come back up to this key resistance and try and break above it this time and hold it as support, something like this. Create some sort of symmetrical triangle bull flag or bull pennant up here, and then get that bullish continuation. That would be amazing. This is how we're going to get to these targets, because these targets are up here because Quant wants to get up there as long as it can hold certain levels. So if you remember on the channel the other week, we were saying that Quant has got a price target of around $380. Well, I can tell you guys right now that in fact Quant is going higher than 380. This is just our first stop. This is giving nice confluence around with the previous all-time high. It's nice. We know as long as this holds and this high low holds, we're going back to the previous all-time high. We've got an inverse head and shoulders, which we were talking about for months on the channel, which people did not want to hear about. That's going to take us to the previous all-time high. But measuring from this specific point over here where we dumped, I measured from that point to the lowest point, and it's giving me a 1618 target at around $380. So amazing confluence in this area, in this zone, around 380 back up to the previous all-time high around 400-ish. Now you can see that after meeting the 1618 target, the area of interest that interests me the most, of course, is this bull market level. I've already explained that we can actually fall below it to kiss these EMAs, depending on how deep and quick you want to come down. However, with this Fibonacci I'm using, with this 1618 target at the $381, there's a specific level for this to happen. So if this was truly bearish, I'm going to show you guys what should have really happened. So if this was truly bearish, we had this massive impulse down. So what you should do is correct up into this golden pocket over here to continue lower like this, just essentially like this. Push, exhaustion, continuation. That is what should have happened. But you managed to get above this key area here, this golden box over here. I'm going to make it gold now for you. So this is your golden pocket. What should have happened is you should have rejected this as resistance to go lower than $37. We should have gone lower than this. After coming into it right there, at that point right there, you can see that's the 20 EMA. We are below it. You see, we ran into this purple moving average, and what happened? You lost that low. You went lower. So here again, we ran into it. We should go lower than 37. Did that happen? No, the bull stepped in. Why did the bull step in? Because you reclaimed this specific point of $83. That's why on the channel back then, in July, I was telling you guys, as long as we're above $83, keeping daily closes above $83, Quant is bullish, and we should be expecting around 130 to 150. We rejected 130, came back down, and we held above $83. And because we held above $83, this confirmed that this is now bullish and we should head back to 150. I was expecting some very key resistance. We pushed straight through it. So now I'm expecting very key support in this area, okay? This is why I'm waiting for these weeks to go by for this bullish cross to essentially come above this green area. And then we could pump one more time and then could just dump to it right now. I don't know. I just am waiting for that as my entry point on the weekly time frame, and that could easily also be this 12 EMA over here, which is already above $133, this wick low over here. On the Quant BTC USD chart, this chart goes back to 2018. Not all the Quant charts do, so if you want this, it's the link in the description. Well, it's just in the description down below. Copy and paste that onto your chart, and yeah, you should be able to get on this chart. But yeah, Quant is technically, and this is not the bull market target, but this is also in the near future target. After we meet this 1618 target, I'm going to expect this this dump essentially. It would be amazing if this holds. This well, at that point it'd be support, but you can come lower. As long as this bull market level holds, we will eventually continue up higher. Technically speaking, after hitting this 1618, you are allowed to come all the way back down to this gold box to continue higher. I really don't believe that's going to happen at all. But I'm just saying, even after coming up all the way up here, you can come all the way back down to this gold box, the 05 to 0618. And if it does hold, you climb all the way back up to there. But it's not what should really happen. What should really happen is we have to look at more than just the fib levels. We need to look at the key areas. We know 150 or 130 to 150 is a key area, but also this uptrending neckline of this head and shoulders I gave you back in December last year, where no one wanted to believe we were going to $70. And then we got everyone's everyone's being a dickhead right here and a dickhead right here. And I was like, no, as long as we're below 150 and below this resistance, then we're still going down to 70. Then you were like, whoa, no way, Louis was right. And then I was like, actually, guys, we're going lower to 50 next. Then we hit 50, and then we went a little bit lower, 35, but quickly, swiftly reclaimed 50. And I was telling you guys, now that we are holding $50, we should expect to go up back to here. And if we reclaim this, Quant is again bullish, sending us back up to 150. Well, I do expect key resistance. We just hit around 135 as the key resistance, because it's not a specific point but an area. We see wicks here, bodies here, and that's where we wicked off as well. So that's why we created this area. We came back and held that support, basically essentially like going up a level. We were in this level over here, and then we went up a level and confirmed this previous resistance now as support over here, and then basically did that again. You see, we have not confirmed this previous resistance as support just yet, and that's why we're waiting for us to come back down to kiss this bullish cross, to confirm this weekly uptrend, to then break us above this old head and shoulders neckline, and at this point we'd meet our target, then obviously falling back, potentially forming some sort of bull flag over here. We can come back lower to this bull market level. As long as we hold that, then we will continue to $660, $975, and finally a 1.2k target for Quant in the near future. In the next year, as long as these these specific supports hold, 87, 150, and then this around 250, as long as these holds it within the next year, yeah, we should be seeing these prices of 600, 900, and 1.2k. But a lot to do. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. A lot to do. Still need to confirm this bullish cross, and it's not confirmed yet. So if it's not confirmed, we could easily do something like this, okay? That's why my main focus is not this 1.2k target, although that's going to be the clickbait for today's title, 1.2k, free trades or whatever, or Quant is going to 1.2k. Let's check the percentage gain. Just know that even if you are buying now, you can't wait just to retest these EMAs. You still got a 560% move. Amazing. If you were to wait until it retraces back to, let's say, in between, let's just say 140, then you got a 750+% trade over here for Quant or hold or investment, whatever you want to call it. Thank you guys so much. Let's help the channel grow to 5k followers, subscribers. Go over to my Twitter for constant updates throughout the day or throughout the weekend, Louis_crypto. This is also where you can private message me for the education, where I also have a one-on-one mentorship, and also a pre-recorded video course for you guys, going from zero knowledge to a self-sufficient trader. Head over to my Twitter, again, Louis_crypto, if you want to private message me about that, or just keep up to date with the crypto charts when I'm not making YouTube updates. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and comment, and peace.